Hello students, we are going to learn a new lesson in EVS 1, Chapter 3, Storage of Water. I will ask you a question. The question is, who am I? I fall from the sky and I make you wet. So bring your umbrellas and you will be set. So can you guess what it is? We drink every day. We cannot stay without it. These are some clues for it. Water. Yes, correct. It is water. We need water to survive for drinking, cooking, bathing. Water is also used in factories for agriculture and also for generating electricity. So, water is used for different activities. Water is important for all of us. What will happen if there will be no water? Yes, the picture clearly tells that there will be no trees on earth, no animals, no living creatures on the earth without water. Exactly, in the opposite side, we can see that there will be greenery everywhere because of water. Life will exist on the earth. As everyone loves greenery of the nature. So from where does this greenery come? This greenery comes from the water. So from where does this water comes? From. This water comes from rain. Rain is the main source of water. So, when it rains, the rainwater gets collected in different water bodies. And now we will learn about these different water bodies. So, before starting with as everyone loves greenery of the nature, so from where does this greenery comes? This greenery comes from the water. So from where does this water comes from? This water comes from rain. Rain is the main source of water. And so when it rains, the rainwater gets collected in different water bodies. And now we will learn about different water bodies. So before starting with sources of water, let us do one activity. Here is the image of hillock, which is made up of mud, stones and rubbles. Now let us pour water over the hillock from a watering can as shown in the figure, like a rain. So what do you observe here? You can see that water flows rapidly from the steep slopes and it flows quietly, slowly and smoothly on the gentle slope. While some water changes its direction and moves in other direction. Why does the water changes its direction? Because there is an obstruction on its way. So students, what will happen if we stop watering? Let's see. As we stop watering, the surface of the hillock starts drying. This is because the process of absorption stops and water seeps into the hillock. The stone part of the hillock dries quickly, but the muddy part of the hillock dries slowly because the more water seeps into the ground. So students, while doing this activity, we have learned that Some water flows away over the ground and some water seeps into the ground. All the water we get comes from the rain. Now we will look at water bodies, and first one is pond. A small depression in the ground in which the water gets collected is called a pond. Next one is lake. A very large water depression in which water gets collected is called a lake. Next one is stream. A continuous flow of fresh water over a naturally formed bed is called a stream. Next one is spring. Water coming out of cavities in the soil, rocks or mountain is called spring. Tank. Here we can have a glance on a picture of tank. It is not a natural water body. We have to build it with bricks, stones, cements, etc. Tank. A large depression dug to collect and store water is called tank. Next one is ocean. Oceans are very large salt water bodies. As we know, the rainy season lasts for 3 or 4 months. So we have to store the rainwater and we have to use it for the remaining months. As we know that 3/4 part of the earth is covered with water, out of which only 97% of water is found in oceans and seas. Here is a bluish picture of oceans. Here is a picture of living being. As we know that all living things use this water all the year round. That is why we have to save water. Water must be used economically. Now here we are going to see how we can use water economically. Take shorter bath. Don't waste water. Close tap while brushing teeth. Turn off the tap after each use. We should save water as each and every drop of water counts. Now we will start with the next topic, that is storage of water. Storage of water is divided into two parts. First one is traditional method, second one is modern method. In traditional method, we are having 6 different ways, that is wells, water tanks, draw wells, rivers and bunds, old reservoirs and old tanks. Traditional method. Traditional methods means the methods used for storing water in olden days. In our state, a variety of methods of storing water were existing in the olden days. Nowadays, these old water stores are rarely used. Rarely means sometimes. However, their remains can be seen at many places in old villages. Now, we will look at different traditional methods. First one is draw wells. It is also called as ard. In the past, draw wells were dug to get drinking water. Water could, water could be drawn from these wells using a small pot called pohara tied with a rope. We can see at Atpadi in Sangli district of Maharashtra has a drawell in every vada. The drawells had water all the year round. When the tap water system was introduced, the drawells went out of use. Many were sealed. Now there are very few left in Atpadi. Water tanks in forts. In olden days, the hill forts had reservoirs and tanks dug into the stone for the people who lived on the forts. So the soldiers, those who were guarding the forts, had water for the daily use. Rivers and bunds. Rivers and bund. A small earthen wall created across the channel of a river from one bank to the opposite bank of the river to store water is called rivers and bunds. Old reservoirs. Here in this picture you can see old reservoirs. In this picture we can see old tank or house. Earlier tanks were used to store water. Some last cities still have these old tanks, also called as house. Some of them are still in use. How underground water can be drawn. Yes, the underground water can be drawn by using hand pump, wells, tube wells, etc. Here in this picture, we can see Savani and Amaya get tap water in their house. As a result, the water from the drawbells, which had been used since the olden days, is not used any longer. Because of this, grandmother is upset. See her frown face, she's upset. Suggests how Savani and Amaya can use the drawell water for purposes other than drinking. Can you have any solution for that? Yes, here is the solution. They can use this water for washing, for drinking, for bathing, for watering the plants, etc., so that the granny will be very happy. Modern methods. Modern methods includes dams and bore wells. Modern methods. The dams and bore wells are used to store water. Here in this picture we can see dams. Dams made it possible to store huge quantities of water. As a result, more land was brought under cultivation and cities began to grow. Here we can have a glance on some important dams in Maharashtra. Jaikwadi Dam. It is built on River Godavari in Aurangabad district. Koina Dam. It is built on River Koina in Satara district. Ujni Dam. It is built on River Bhima in Sholapur district. Yeldari Dam. It is built on Purna River at Jantur Taluka of Parbani district. It is a second largest dam in Maharashtra. Bore wells. Earlier, wells were dug to reach the water underground, but it was not possible to draw deep-seated groundwater. Now, with the help of electric pumps, it is possible to do so. Borewells are dug for this purpose. These wells are very deep but very narrow. Borewells were dug to reach the water under the ground, but it was not possible to draw deep-seated groundwater. Now, with the help of electric pump, it is possible to do so. Here in this picture, you can see something. Any guesses? Can you tell? Yes, these are the very big jars of water. They are also called as panpoi. Panpoi, drinking water stands. People out on roads need water when they are thirsty. In some places, big clay jars of drinking water are kept for the use of such people. Summary. Different uses of water we have seen. Sources of water. Availability of surface water and underground water. We need to save and use water very carefully. We have also seen traditional and modern methods of storage of water and their importance. We have also seen some important dams in Maharashtra and how panpois are very useful in summer season.